This is a headgum.
Video.
Handsome, chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod. Chatting with friends on the Handsome Pod.
Cheers. Welcome to the Handsome Pod. I'm your host, Fortune Feimster.
I'm your other host, Tig Notaro.
And I finally am your third host, May Martin.
Woo!
Yeehaw!
Look at us. We're all in green.
Earthy, foresty.
Earthy colors.
I'm in gray.
Oh, that's gray.
I wish I was in green because green is my favorite color.
Really?
Green is a good color.
Yeah, I think I told the story on here about how I was in a green jacket, green pants, had my green suitcase, and the woman at security or TSA was like, "Is your favorite color green?" Yeah, how'd you know? You're dressed in it head to toe. Oh, right.
Head to toe.
I really like I'm always looking for the perfect tee, the perfect cut, and I really like the length of your sleeve there, Tig. That's
It's
good.
That's too short for me.
Really? See, I think it's like a James Dean kind of crop. It's good.
No, you two can rock those type of sleeves. I need a little bit more coverage.
You got to hide those guns.
Yeah, I don't want to show too much. You
don't wanna scare people.
Give away the milk for free.
Yeah. You got to work for Fortune's milk.
But I also wear a lot of men's t-shirts, so the sleeves are often longer.
I get a lot of t-shirts tailored, like even if it's
You
just
do?
yeah, like even if it's a shitty t-shirt or like not really worth it, I'll go spend
I don't think I knew
$20.
you could tailor a tee.
Yeah, just take it to like a laundromat that does alterations. You just
And
get
then what do
this.
they do to it?
Well, I always get 1.5 inches off the bottom, and then I'm getting
Oh.
sometimes the sleeves shortened a little bit too.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
This is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I have to wear a long tee, otherwise my belly shows.
a long tee is
I
good
need a
though.
longer tee.
Yeah, I just buy a shirt and put it on and head out.
Head out the door.
Yeah. I mean, if something rips, I go get it tailored.
Yeah.
Do people care about? I've had like suits
care.
tailored and but not in general. I'm
Don't-
not out getting things tailored.
I just had 2 blazers tailored because we're handsome.
If you begin to entertain the thought, do people care? Then our whole careers just crumble like a house of cards. It's
I
like,
guess you're
why
right.
Does
it's-
anyone care about anything we're saying?
yeah, sometimes I hear myself and I'm like, shut up, you know?
Yeah, that's why I try to avoid listening to myself because
right.
I can't do it. I cannot do it. I'm always like, how are people into this?
Really?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
That's so funny.
Podcasting,
Yeah, I mean, me too.
stand up, acting. I mean, I'm not like really attacking myself because I don't feel like I'm really that hard on myself. But
Yeah.
I am a little like, I think it's just because, I'm used to myself. So it's
Right.
hard to imagine that somebody wants extra.
I hadn't done stand up in like 6 months, and then I did a set recently, and
How'd it go?
it went pretty well. But I told the bear story,
Oh,
Nice.
about the bear portal and the painting,
Sure.
but I heard myself saying, wouldn't it be funny if the way the moon like waxes and wanes, like the moon gets full, and then if like our bums did that, like if our bums became really
bum
round,
holes?
yeah, like not bum holes, like
Oh, not the
bum
whole-
cheek, like if the full moon we had like a round bum and then it waned anyway, and that was a moment where I had outside of myself, I was like, why do you think you need to say that into a microphone? Like no one is laughing. Yeah.
That's the beauty of art. You
Yeah.
just
That's the
say
beauty.
whatever you want.
working out new stand up.
Yes, dude.
I will tell you guys this. I just got off the phone with my mother,
How is Ginger?
Ginger Feimster.
How is she?
She's good. I'm about to go spend 4 days with her, so hopefully I have some fun stories for you because she's a doozy.
Yes.
And she said, I saw that the Handsome Pod is and I'm like, get to it. What are you asking? Because everything's very drawn out.
Uh-huh.
Well, I saw that the Handsome Pod is going to be performing in April at the Ryman. And I go, well, I love the Ryman. But I have never been. I go, then how do you know you love it? I just know I love it. And I've wanted to go there. And I didn't get to go when you did it on your last tour. And I know Tig and May, they like me. I go, do you know that? Do you know that for sure? They like me, and they would want me to come see that show.
Yes, we would.
I said,
This is an actual conversation.
I had this right before.
Well, I
went to
know
get a
Tig
coffee.
and May like me.
I know Tig and May, they like me. They would want me there.
We of course want her to be there.
100%.
So she's already plotting and planning for this April gig.
She's not going
Great.
to come out for Austin?
No, she can drive to Nashville. She likes to
Okay.
drive to these places.
Would
I
she
said,
come
well,
on stage?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Now she's really gonna. Now
Those
she's
tickets
really
are going to sell triple fast.
She will die if she gets to be on stage at the Ryman. That actually is a pretty fun idea.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She could maybe ask one more question.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe when we're in Austin, I could get my aunt to come up on stage or something.
We just have different family members coming on stage.
Yeah, I'd get my whole family to come on stage in Austin.
Well, my mom just had a knee surgery, so her whole thing about having the knee surgery was that she was going to be turning over a new leaf.
Hmm.
And once her knee surgery, she goes, I had a surgery recently. I go, you did? Yes, I had my knee surgery, and I'm losing weight, so that means that I can come to more shows. I was like, oh, good for me.
Now, does she listen to Handsome? Is she going to?
Sure does.
Okay, so she's going to hear this.
Ginger.
She is.
Ginger, get yourself out to Nashville.
God, this is going to be expensive for me because I have to pay for her hotel.
She's
I'm
staying
gonna-
with me.
Oh, good. Yeah, May, come on now. Hang out with Ginge.
Yeah.
Well, so there you go.
I'd never been to so many parts of the States, but in Nashville, are we going to do something like music-y? Like, it's a big music town,
You
right?
should bring your
Oh.
guitar if you want.
Well, I wasn't so much thinking.
Oh, that.
We
not
should
me.
probably invite Dolly.
Oh, yeah.
my
Can Dolly
God.
come? What if Dolly asks us a question?
Oh,
Oh
that's
my
the
gosh.
dream.
Hey, handsome. And then she
Oh,
plays the
that was
nail.
good, Fortune.
Let's hear it again.
Dolly has a very specific accent. I don't think I can do it. Well, y'all. Yeah, I can't do Dolly's accent.
No, you
It's
just
too
did it
high-pitched.
perfectly. Hey, handsome.
Hey, handsome. Everything's sing-songy.
Yeah.
When I went down to the market. She plays her nails.
That famous song when I went down to the market.
Oh, that is really a catchy tune. When I went down to the market.
Do y'all know her foundation gives away like millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of books
Mhm.
to kids?
Yeah,
She's
That's so good.
unbelievable.
she really
I
is.
love that woman. I'd
She
motorboat
really
her.
is. What? Wait, I'm sorry.
Fortune.
What?
Who said that?
You would motorboat?
I would motor.
Yes.
You went in from
Freaking
her
love Dolly.
her foundation
Well,
and her
you
charity
can love
work.
people without motorboating them. There
mean,
are
that was
so
just-
many people that I love.
I didn't do a good job of the grammar in that sentence. I love her and her all the altruistic stuff she does. Period. I'd also motorboat her.
No
I like
matter
that-
where the punctuation went.
Yeah, I like
Fortune.
but that's how you show your love, Fortune. It's a really
Thank you.
specific thing to you. Is you're a
I
motorboater.
love a motorboat.
That's
So
so
I'll
funny.
never know your love.
Yeah, what? Yeah, what am I gonna? What are you gonna smack me around with? What do you call them? Garbage tits.
dumpster
Dumpster
tits. That's yours.
What are you gonna hit me with your dumpster tits?
Oh my
If
god.
I can find them in the alleyway, I'll
They're
get 'em
there.
out.
You know they're still there.
They're still there.
Nobody's motorboat. Nobody's doing it to me. There's too much space here.
You've never been motorboated?
No, I don't think no, because there's not a lot to work with.
Yeah, but like if Jax really wanted to make it happen.
If Jax wanted that, I would
Uh-huh.
give it to her in 2.2 seconds.
So you would like to have a good motorboating.
Yeah, if that's what she needs and wants, I will do that for my wife, but she's never going to ask for that.
Okay, we need to. I'm gonna DM Jax and be like, Fortune's too embarrassed to ask you, but she
I
wants.
think I have her number. I might just text her directly.
Text Jackson. She's gonna say, "What are you talking about?"
Can I text her right now?
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you know the when you
I actually
want
don't know if I have her number.
when but when you want your partner to do something, but you want them to want to do it, and like it's just ruined if you have to ask for it. Like it has
Jax,
to come
I want
from them.
you to want to be motorboated.
No, I want you to want to motorboat me.
I want
you to motorboat. I need you to motorboat. I love you to motorboat.
God, should we put this on
begging
iTunes?
you to motorboat.
I do love a motorboat. Sorry, y'all.
I love Cheap Trick.
That's a good band.
Dream Police. Do you like that song?
I don't know
Never
that
heard
song.
of it.
It's real good.
Do
Anyway,
you think Cheap Trick is a reference to sex work?
I do. I feel like it.
Have you guys ever been asked to sign someone's boob?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, many a time.
Really?
Have
But
you
I-
not?
But I have to
No,
say
I think I have. Yeah. You say no?
Yeah.
Even if it's over the shirt?
I would do it like up here, but I can't sign the boot. That was in my marriage vows.
Oh, I was like,
I
if
swear.
anyone asked me to sign their boob,
Jax, I will never sign a
Another
titty
titty.
for the rest of my
I will
life.
not sign my name within an inch of a nipple.
I swear to thee.
I met someone after a show who had got a tattoo that said "feel good" in the font of the show, and it was like
Whoa.
up on her bum cheek.
And did
Mhm.
you sign it?
I did actually, yeah.
Did she
Yeah.
ask you to sign it, or you're just
No.
like,
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
give it
You're
here?
like, give me that marker. Back in my single days, I signed some boobs,
Yeah.
but now I'm
Good for you, girl.
dead inside.
Wait, are you really not allowed to sign boobs in
I
your
just
marriage?
out of respect, I don't
Mhm.
sign boobs.
What if
Mhm.
Jax was there and the person wanted both of you to sign?
I don't care if she signed the boob, but I would have to make sure it was okay with her. Normally if someone's like, "Will you sign my boob?" I go, "How about your back or your
Mhm.
shoulder?" I just pivot. I don't not sign.
Mhm.
We just pivot.
Speaking of marking up bods, I got a tattoo recently.
Oh,
Yeah.
A new one.
Well,
What is it?
I got two actually.
what is
Can
it,
we
like
see-
a hot
can we
dog
see
bun
it,
or
or is it-
something?
It was really why? Because it's so random. The ones I
Well,
get.
because like you have some
Yeah.
oatmeal.
I have oatmeal.
I don't know.
Is this one we can see, or is it in a private part?
It is on
Because
my.
we're happy to sign it.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
I can show it. It was really impulsive. I was just walking by. I had this godfather in Greece, in a little rural village in Greece. He died a couple of years ago.
I think you told us an early episode.
Well, I've been trying to think like how could I get a tattoo to honor him because he was such a larger than life character. And I was thinking he was in the Navy, the Greek Navy, and he was a chef in the Navy. And one time the food was too salty, and one of the sailors angrily got up and stabbed him in the chest with a fork. And so,
My goodness.
but as a kid, I used to love hearing this story. It electrified me. And he had a scar on his chest from a fork. And so I got tattooed on my chest like a.
What? It's pixel. Oh, I see dots.
yeah.
Like
Oh, wow.
a fork. It looks like someone stabbed me with a fork. Anyways, and then I got
Over your
to
heart?
face.
Over your heart?
Yeah, over my heart. Yeah.
Over
And then-
my heart.
Wow.
And then I wrote the word bear.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Now we're talking.
I got the word
God,
bear.
May, you're so fit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Because of the bear
May's ripped.
saga.
Wait, so you got 2 tattoos?
Yeah, bear and fork scar.
Wow.
Anyway.
Good for you.
Wow, okay.
They come over you in the morning. Sometimes you think, I got to get one today.
Oh, really? Is that how it works? I've never had a tattoo, so
I haven't either.
Put it on the list, Thomas.
not
Yeah.
for me. My body's a temple. Can't you tell?
What about if Dolly Parton said,
yes.
I will spend a week hanging out with you and Jax.
Yes.
But
I would
you-
get face tattoos.
You
Oh no,
would?
don't get a face tattoo.
If Dolly said she would spend a week with you and Jax, yes, I would get face tattoos.
I would get a tattoo, but not on my face.
What if she said you got to get my signature tattooed on you?
Oh, I would have Dolly's signature.
What if
Yeah.
she said
It has
you have
like
to
a
get
heart or something on it.
What if she says you have to get my face tattooed on your face?
I don't want a face tattoo.
Oh, okay.
I love Dolly, but that's a lot. I have to live with that for the rest of my life.
We would have to live with it.
I know. We got a podcast with you.
We got to look at
We
it.
got to look
Yeah.
at it.
And you just see Dolly right here
Mm-hmm.
on my cheek.
We've
Oh,
played
Majik.
before the game I invented called "What Would You Let Jennifer Aniston Peer Pressure You Into Doing?" Right? I
Yep.
think on an early
let's-
episode. Yeah.
Do we have another
Yeah.
situation?
Well, face tattoo is a good one. She said matching, she was like, "Honey, let's just get 2 small little tattoos on our faces, just tiny little ones, and best friends for life." You know I'm doing it.
You think Jen's going to do that to her face?
In the scenario, she is. I mean, Tig, I feel like you're like, well, I'm already friends with her. I don't.
Yeah, I'm already friends. So I don't, I mean, if she was like, we got to do this to be friends for life, I would be like, what about all the other stuff you already said?
Yeah.
I was already in for life.
What about the 10,000 promises you made?
Yeah, you've already made 10,000 promises, Jen. Why do I have to get a matching face tattoo with you? We get teardrops.
I know.
Me and Jen
I
have.
love Jen, but I don't want a face tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing Zoe Deschanel's party. Not to brag, but I'm going to be in Toronto. I'm really sad about that.
I was
Oh.
invited to that one too.
I wasn't.
Wait, you're
Good
going to
for
be
you-
in Toronto then too?
Good for you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
going to eat my scone.
I'm going for like 5 days or something in December. So
Oh, okay. What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Eating
doing a-
foam.
charity, actually, yeah, a charity music show in honor of my friend who passed away, who was an amazing musician, and it raises money for this very cool charity that helps people with mental illness produce their music, and
Mhm.
people with addiction and stuff. It like gets
Oh,
their
nice.
music made, get them in the studio. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
so I'm doing
That's
that
great.
and going into the edit to watch some of the cuts. I've been editing remotely,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
like online with the editor in Toronto for Wayward, and I'm going to go in person and watch
Oh, exciting.
my face twitch on a big
Now,
screen.
wait, it's called Wayward? Why did I think it was called something else?
It was called Tall Pines,
Oh,
and then
okay.
everybody thought that was too much like Twin Peaks, and so we called
interesting.
it
Interesting.
Wayward because the show's about wayward youth, you know.
Because I was going to suggest The Facts of Life.
Oh, that's hang on a sec.
Or
Let me
Yeah,
text.
Good Times.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Good time. Oh, yeah. Good Times would be a good one.
What about Happy Days?
Or The Nanny.
Ooh.
Is it in my imagination, or were you really into the Fawns for a while?
I mean, I loved Happy Days, but Sarah Silverman kind of refers to me as the Fonz, and then Kate McCucci's parents call me the
Love
Tig,
Coochie.
The Tig?
the Tig,
Yeah, I like
kind
that.
of like the Fonz. They said, yeah.
It would be
So-
good if my parents had a nickname for you guys, and if you had a relationship with them.
I know.
Yeah.
When can that happen? I would like to have a nickname from both of your parents.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
My dad would be like, what? You want a what? For what?
Is he going to come out to the Ryman?
He definitely will not.
Why?
He didn't listen to any of this stuff.
So
my
what?
radio show. I mean, I don't even think he's seen my specials. I don't think he has Netflix.
Really?
Or maybe he watched at my mom's house. I'm not sure.
But even though he doesn't follow the show, can he just come out and visit us? I mean, we're his
He
three.
hates to travel.
Oh man,
He's
he's
a very
really
sim-
making this
He's
difficult.
a very simple guy.
We're gonna have to go to him, Tig.
I'm about
We're
to
gonna
go
have to
buy him a
knock him.
pair of Skechers tennis shoes this afternoon.
That's so nice.
He
I
likes
like it.
Skechers.
He wants to try those slip-ons that are like lightweight
Oh, okay.
tennies, so you don't have to like worry about all the hubbub of.
Dragging those heavy
Yeah.
shoes around. Should we hear from our questioner?
Yes, please.
Today's questioner is an actress and comedian who's been a cast member of Saturday Night Live since 2018. She's also appeared in films like Players, Genie, and Good Burger 2, Ego Nwodim is asking today's question.
Nice.
Hello, handsome. My name is Ego Nwodim. You might recognize me from Saturday Night Live, among other things. But here's my question for you. When's the last time you did something you knew was not good for you, but you did it anyway? And what was the thing?
Oh, Ego is so funny. Have you seen her Dionne Warwick impression?
No,
Yes.
but I would love to.
It's
Yes.
so good.
I love Dionne Warwick.
And they've had Dionne Warwick on the show where Ego's interviewing. Ego's dressed up as Dionne interviewing
Amazing.
Dionne. Yeah, she's so funny. I met her at I went to this charity event, Big Slick in Kansas City, and she was there. And she's just so like effortlessly funny and talented, and it's such a staple on that show.
Mm-hmm.
She's got just an aura. Like she's got the X factor for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's really close with our old assistant.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I would hear about her. I think even before she got on SNL.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a really good question as well. I feel like I was about to get really, well, here we go. I feel in a constant state of shame because I feel so aware of all the things that are bad for me, especially like just on social media. Like it's like we know what would make us happy and good. It's
Mhm.
like eat balanced whole foods, get good sleep, drink water, meditate. And it's just hard to do all those things, you know? I know I'm on my phone too much. You know, I had a tough summer. I was smoking cigarettes. Like, I just know these things. But then the shame spiral is useless as well. Because then I'm like, well, you know, what's the point of
Right.
anything?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like thing by thing. And then like the other day on Instagram, I saw advertised this thing called like a grounding sheet. It's like a
What's
bottom
that?
sheet that you put
Oh,
on your
yeah.
bed. Have you
Yeah.
heard of this, Tig? And
I have one.
I ordered one. So
I don't know what this is.
it's like apparently we're all charged with static electricity all the time, and because of all the electronics around us and all the shit we do, and so this sheet is the same as like walking in bare feet on the earth, and it, I don't know, like grounds your ions or something. You plug it in,
Mhm.
and but then so I bought it, and now I guess I'm less electricity. But I was like,
Right.
I was like, I wish I never knew that I'd been walking around lousy with electricity all this time. Like, it's endless, the things that we are having to do to be
Yeah.
healthy. And
Mhm.
it's a full-time job. And I feel guilty
Yeah.
for not meditating and all that. Oh, I
Yeah.
just had to get all that off my chest. Anyways. do you find because they showed a video of like a scan they did that showed all the electricity in someone's body, and then after, on the grounding sheet they're like neutralized. Do you feel better, Tig?
I mean, I haven't really noticed anything. The first time I used it, I did have a really good night's sleep, which is
Yeah.
unusual for me. And then I didn't notice anything after that, but I just am like, I'll just keep at it just in case it's doing something that
Yeah,
might be helpful.
Mhm.
same.
Yeah.
I've not heard of this, so
So I guess my short answer to that question is like daily.
Always,
All-
everything.
yeah, just on my phone before bed. I'm smoking at the moment like 2 cigarettes a day, and I hate them, and I know and
yeah.
and I got hypnotized to try to quit, and I went to see this hypnotist, and she was like, "I'm going to put in your brain a trigger where when you think a bad thing about yourself, you see blocked, and you don't want to smoke."
Mhm.
And I don't know. I haven't seen that blocked thing. I don't know.
it hasn't come up.
No.
Have you ever been hypnotized before?
No, it was pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
I want to go back. Like I was lucid. I was in a deep state of relaxation for sure. Like on the cusp of being asleep. And she was kind of walking me through like visualizations. Have you done it?
I haven't. I think it's interesting. I don't trust that I would be able to be.
To let go.
To
Yeah.
give over to
Yeah,
it.
I just don't. I can't picture myself in that state. I could just picture myself relaxed.
Feels like it would require a lot of concentration.
This is kind of an extension of what I was saying. Like I'm just beating myself up through the whole hypnotism, being like, I don't think I'm doing it right. I don't think I'm relaxed enough. I think I'm still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think you guys could do it. It was like, she kind of overwhelmed me with a bunch of rapid fire questions. And then really fast, she goes, okay, now look at the ceiling, pick a spot. And then she's counting back from 10. And she said the overwhelming was part of it. She like overloads your brain. So then when you get a break, your brain's like, oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. I know one of yours, May, but we can cut it if you don't want me to share it.
What?
I can tell you and then you can decide. Well, May was going through something and read us a long text, and Tig and I both go, don't send that.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
then you sent like an abbreviated version of it, but not that abbreviated.
Here's the thing. I'm a texter, but also I'm like, I don't want to play games. Like, I want to say how I feel, but you know, and sometimes I know like, oh, the way to get through to this person is to be like, hey, cool. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, no, I'm sad. I gotta say how I feel. I don't want to play games. But yeah, you guys were all like, don't send that.
We're like, don't send that.
May, put the phone down, walk away.
And I was like, yeah, of course. And then
You're
2
like,
minutes later,
yeah, you were like, sure, yeah, you're right. And then it was like still like that long.
I was like, no, I really shortened it, you guys. And also sometimes my friends are like, just be firm. And I'm like, I'm going to be pretty strong worded here. And then I'm like, you know, really, if you'd like.
It's okay with you.
If it's okay with you, it would be really nice to connect.
I'm free anytime.
Yeah.
But I get it because we've all been in those situations where like
somebody's ruling you.
Yeah. And you're just like, you know that you shouldn't like overdo the thing. Just be like, yeah, great. But you're so in it that you can't. You just want to like word vomit.
What you said that was good, fortunately, or maybe it was you, Tig. Someone said you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. I liked that.
It was like, me. I'm so smart.
It was really smart. It's like you shouldn't
wait,
be.
Let me write that down.
Yeah.
Hold on one second.
Along with live, laugh, love.
Yeah. Wait. It's you can't say.
But it's just so interesting how other people can see like, oh, they shouldn't do this. Like,
don't talk to that person.
The path is so clear because all of us have been there.
Yeah.
And when you're not like emotionally involved in that thing, you go, yeah, this is so clear what this person should do. But man, when you're in it, it is
impossible.
Impossible.
It is truly like moving a mountain.
I mean, same with just like healthy habits with my friends. I'm like, if you could let me inhabit your brain and I would just make some choices, I'd fix up your life. Just give me a couple days. And I know that my friends could also do that with me, but it's just hard to take your own advice.
Well, we're also creatures of habit. And I mean, listen, the amount of times I've told myself like, don't eat that cheeseburger. Go for the salad, you know. I mean, that's my internal dialogue that's constantly battling.
Yeah. And then and then like the shame spirals, and it's like, and then that's not helpful. Yeah.
Do you feel like it's more of a struggle for you, like to be like, don't eat that cheeseburger, or like, don't call that girl, you know, like what struggle would you say would be harder?
It would depend on the time of my life.
Right.
Pre-Jax, I definitely spiraled over some people. Where in hindsight now, I go, oh my God, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
You know, where you're just like, Jesus, that was wild.
Yeah.
It is
you just can't, like, you're a whole other person.
Yeah, when you come out of it, you're like, I'm sorry. And not to like be rude to, you know, nameless, faceless people. But I mean, it is crazy when you reach the other side and you're like,
yes,
why did you have a hold on me?
There are definitely people in my past, like from my 20s, who I was like, I will never love again. And then, looking back, I'm like, wait,
this was it. The one that got away.
It's also funny to think about how everybody is also somebody that you've been somebody that somebody wanted to be back together with. And it's funny to think that they're looking at you going, I can't believe I was
so hung up on that.
That I was hung up on Tig or May or Fortune. Like we're just like these hilarious afterthoughts.
Like so much of that is ego, like so much of trying to convince someone to love you or to is ego and like wounded self-worth. And like if you actually can release your ego and be like, yeah, if if you'll be happier without this guy, be my guest. No, but in a genuine way, like, yeah, I'm trying to.
I know I've seen a few people in my life go through just horrible heartache and do it with such
grace.
Yeah, like
that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, where I'm truly blown away.
Yeah,
and of course they're suffering privately and
Right.
whatever, but the way that they dealt with the breakup and it is so.
I'm friends with a lot of my exes, and I think I do like the approach of like, well, if you do really love this person, then if you're able to put your ego aside, then you want them to be happy, and yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Tig, what do you do that is bad for you that you still do?
I mean, this is such a boring topic, and I apologize, but I think that my insides really were wrecked when I got really sick in 2012. And there's certain foods that are so painful for me to eat. And I mean painful.
Like a certain
like gluten and stuff, or
and certain fried, like sometimes when I have fried food.
Yeah.
Probably some gluten and but I'll be on the straight and narrow for a long time, and then I'll go out. Like I went to the morning show wrap party, and just I'll go to things and I'll just be like, I'm just gonna enjoy myself, and I'm just gonna eat whatever, and then sure enough, I'm standing there and I turn to Stephanie. I'm like, I am in so
it's like immediate
pain.
Oh man,
Dang.
Yeah.
Isn't that always the way? It's like when you feel your best, you're like, you feel invincible, so you're like, yeah, I can do this, and then
or I just see other people just like. And like my weakness is like chips and salsa and chips and guac and all of that stuff. And so I'm just looking around, everyone's eating it, and I'm going for it. But half the time, it's so crazy, I forget.
Yeah.
I will completely forget that these foods cause me severe pain.
right.
And I'll turn to Stephanie, and she's like, I was watching you thinking, here we go. And I'm like, I truly forgot. I was just like in the moment, just like mindlessly having these chips. And it's not immediate, like 1 second later, but it, like I'm hanging out
an hour later.
As the night goes on. I'm like, oh gosh, the acid is burning a hole through me.
Oh, it's so hard as a partner too, when you see your partner doing something, you don't want to be the naggy, like, so you're like, they're a grown up, let them make their choices, but you don't want to be like, yeah, should you be eating that?
But I do appreciate it when Stephanie leans over and is like, just remember, and I'll be like, because half the time
snaps you out of it,
unconscious, and I'm just not thinking about it, and then other times I am aware, and I will still just be like, whatever, I'm just gonna do what everyone else is doing, and and then. So, yeah.
Will she say occasionally, hey, just...
Oh, yeah, definitely. When we were at the morning show, we were standing at a bar, and there were like 2 or 3 people between us when I started going at the chips. And so she said she saw me, but, she just continued her conversation.
Like,
and
I couldn't reach you.
But yeah, those moments pop up for me where I'm like, I know I'm gonna be in some pain.
Yeah, I think I like a harm reduction model rather than an abstinence model for a lot of things, because I feel like for me it's the shame spiral that really like if someone's like, if you have another cigarette, I'm not gonna date you, then I don't know, then I'm gonna be hiding it, I'm gonna feel I remember being at a dinner party with Parv and having a cigarette, and she hates smoking, but she was so chill about it. And I was like, That makes me, not want to smoke
Mm-hmm.
instead of wanting to rebel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, mine's always like food based. Like, I will order whatever I want, and then afterwards be like, why can't you make better choices?
Right.
And I know like it's not the good choice, but I just like don't care.
Yeah.
So I wish I were like a little bit more disciplined with myself in that way. But even like life things, like I'll kind of know that like, all right, you're like very tired today and you didn't get enough sleep, so maybe don't call your mom today, and then or like answer the phone, and then she'll, because moms know how to push the buttons and stuff.
Right.
So I know it's probably not the best time to like talk, and I
Right.
answer anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm like, now we're fussing at each other. Why did I do that? Like I could have just texted, hey, let me call you tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah, we all just kind of get in these habits.
And how are you guys with your phones? Like, are you before bed playing Best Fiends?
I was really bad about it for a while, where I was like just mindlessly scrolling.
Yeah.
Because I find when I'm like crazy busy, and like my
mind's
days
racing, and
my days have been like packed to the minute for the last month, and so when I would have that like end of the night, I'm finally lay on the couch, all I do is just mindlessly scroll because I don't want to think about anything. But I'm like so not present for Jax and my home life, and I was doing it right before bed. So we've been trying the last like 2 weeks to go to bed a lot earlier, and I'm trying not to, when I go to my bed, not to be on my phone.
Be reading or something, or making
But
out.
boy, is it hard, because I
Best
just love
Fiends.
looking at dumb shit on
phones are
TikTok.
What are you looking at when you say you're scrolling? Are you looking at
It's a lot
your
of
friends'
TikTok.
pages? I
your
see.
TikTok. Yeah, I'm
TikTok is
Instagram.
weirdly addicting, and I was like late to the TikTok game and kind of was like, what is this? And then in the last year I started being more active on it, and it does have this way of sucking you in, because it has where you just scroll up and it's video after video after video, but the algorithm is so sophisticated that it knows, like, it just starts taking you watch one thing, it's like, oh, we're gonna give you 8 more of these kinds of things.
I know,
and then
it
you're
knows
just in a
exactly
hole.
what you want. Yeah.
And so what is it that you're liking, that you're watching? Is it like comedic
it is
stuff?
it's the craziest stuff I would never think to want to watch or be interested in, but like suddenly I'm watching people eat a triple dipper from Chili's. And half of TikTok it's people eating food and it's all over their face.
Oh my God, I should start a TikTok account where I eat food and then I'm in pain.
Yes, people would
plant-based
relate.
Food.
Guys,
it's hugely popular on
I went
TikTok.
to that just reminded me that I went to Denny's for the first time in my life.
What did you think?
I loved.
Were you in pain?
Yeah, I was in a huge amount of pain after, but I
call that a Denny's gasket. You blew a Denny's gasket.
I truly did.
Moves over my hammy.
Oh man, it was great though. I googled it. Started in 1953. Denny's in California.
Sometimes you just want breakfast for dinner.
Oh yeah,
that's the kind of place that you would get that at. I think I would probably go to IHOP over Denny's.
Wait, no, because I've been to IHOP and hated it.
Really?
Oh,
you hated it?
I'm shocked, Fortune.
So you like Denny's better?
The atmosphere is way better.
Truth be told, I haven't been to a Denny's in maybe 20 years.
Okay, because
so maybe I just am not remembering.
I have no idea when I was last in a Denny's. The last time I was in an IHOP was, I think, the last time I saw my father before he was dying. Like, he had come to the city and surprised me where I was doing stand-up. And I remember I got off stage and I was walking to the green room and I saw this guy leaning up against the wall. And I was like, God, that looks like my father.
Oh my God.
Boom. It was. And
that's amazing.
Yeah. And then the next morning he had gotten a hotel and he took me to IHOP in the morning.
That is so sweet. When you actually break that down and you think about the stages of planning and the decision that he made to surprise you. And that's very sweet. I like that.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
dad would never do that.
Well, there's a lot my father did not do in decades that I didn't see him.
Yeah.
So this
Right.
is the least he could do. I
That's
remember
true,
it
yeah.
was so embarrassing because I was sitting with him. I was doing a club. This was so long ago. I was doing it was like Christmas, when they have Christmas parties at clubs. And,
Yeah.
And so both shows, the early and late show, were sold out, and my father was like so impressed, and I was like, no. I was like, they didn't buy tickets to see me. This is like holiday parties.
Right.
And I could not convince him. He thought like I was the biggest star in the world. And it was so embarrassing because somebody came up and interrupted us while we were sitting, at a little table talking, and asked me to sign my autograph on a glass they had bought at the bar at the club.
Yeah.
And I was so embarrassed signing, because I was just telling him that I'm not a big deal, and then now I'm being asked to sign my autograph. And it was also so odd to sign his last name in front of him.
That's so weird. Yeah.
Yeah, because he just was kind of in and out of my life. And so it was so weird trying to explain I'm not a big deal and then signing an autograph with his last name on it.
Yeah.
But as a parent, you would love that, I think.
Yeah.
See your yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdly, the only person who surprised me at a show like that is my godfather, who I mentioned, who I had never seen out of the context of this tiny rural Greek village in Corfu. One night in London, it was so weird seeing him out of context. And he's sort of, and he acted like, yeah, man. Yeah, I was like, what, Philip? And he was like, yeah, somehow really, I thought, I'd come, see you do, comedy. That's how
I just
spoke.
got off the boat.
Yeah, he just,
I got a fork sticking out of my chest.
yeah. He could catch flies in his hand. He could roll a cigarette with one hand. He was very fucking cool.
Dang.
Yeah.
That is cool.
My father carried a pistol in his cowboy boot.
Are you serious?
I am very serious.
Into like
And knives. He'd have a knife
Oh,
in his
a
cowboy boot.
dude with a random knife
Yeah.
just on their belt or something is
He
wild.
also had like a chest holster.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And
He
were they loaded?
I don't know. I mean,
Wow.
my father was a real interesting character.
How old were you when they split?
Yeah.
I was 6 months old.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
you never lived
No,
with him.
he would just pop up and pop out. And
Yeah.
He sounded like Crocodile Dundee of Mississippi.
Yeah.
well, he claimed to be part of the Mississippi Mafia.
Wait.
Honestly, he probably was.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Mississippi Mafia, but he was Italian, right?
Yeah. Listen,
Wow.
Italians
it's-
love mafias.
Yeah.
Well-
There's the Dixie Mafia, the Mississippi Mafia. Anyway, we sat at IHOP and he told me about his days there.
Oh,
And-
really?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
hmm
How? Well, yeah. I wonder. Yeah.
Was that the last time you saw him?
When he was, healthy, and then I went right before he died. I saw him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was.
He was in the Mississippi Mafia.
Interesting
and I went to
character.
IHOP with him. Anyway, that was the last time I was at IHOP with my father was like, "This is my treat," and I was like, "Oh, okay."
Even though
Thank
you're
you.
so fancy, signing
Yeah.
autographs over there.
Yeah.
Well, should we hear Ego's answer?
Mm-hmm.
I forget what the question was, but yeah. What do you do?
Doing things that
you
That
know
maybe
are
not
are
good, for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guilty as charged.
My answer is that I, notorious for having stomach aches and a sensitive stomach, yesterday decided I wanted to make my stomach hurt more than it already did when I woke up. Stomach kind of hurt in the morning, and I decided quite arbitrarily, quite destructively, that I wanted to have a sandwich. I'm rarely ever craving a sandwich. That's a whole other story and another topic for another day. But I decided to go get a sandwich from a sandwich spot in the West Village. It was called the Capone. It had sopressata on it, salami,
Yeah.
another pork item. I don't know if that's not necessarily the problem here, maybe. But then it had provolone and mozzarella. I'd asked for no alterations to this sandwich.
Yeah.
Provolone and mozzarella. I'm kind of lactose intolerant. In fact, I am lactose intolerant, and I'm in denial about it. And I know that it makes my stomach hurt when I have a lot of dairy. So I had not only one type of cheese, I had 2 types of cheese. And I saw the guy slicing the cheese, and I saw him put extra on it. And I wasn't oh no, that's enough. I was kind of like, let's be destructive. And then I got it on ciabatta. Had all kinds of bread options. Didn't even ask for a gluten-free bread, even though I have a gluten sensitivity, which is really tragic to me. Didn't even ask for that. Was like, I want ciabatta. Thank you very much. And of course, today my stomach hurts more than it did yesterday. But I can't be mad at anyone because I did it to myself. But can you please share your tales of something similar so that I don't feel so alone in my self-destructive ways? Okay, bye-bye, handsome.
Man, right on the nose.
Yeah.
Me and you, kid.
Yeah.
Dairy messes up a lot of people.
Mine wasn't dairy, but yeah. Well,
Dairy and gluten can really tear up some stomachs and some buttholes.
Yeah.
and lives in general. It'll just destroy people's lives.
Is that new though? Like how? Like that sucks.
I think it's the stuff that's
in
the food.
it.
Yeah, it's just
maybe,
because a lot of people that have like dairy or gluten stuff here can go to Italy and
then
be
they're
totally fine.
Yeah.
Eating people that can't eat the bread here just like wolf it down over there.
I just break out if I eat a lot of dairy and gluten. Yeah.
Well,
anyway.
I'd love to see that.
I just push through.
Well, that sandwich did sound good though, you know, and when sometimes that little dopamine rush when you take the first bite, maybe it's worth it.
And I'm actually not too far from the West Village
Hey.
right now.
Oh.
Somebody might be getting some
Capone's.
stomach aches.
Hello. Hello. Well, that was a fun episode.
It was.
Fun question and something I think a lot of people can relate to.
Yes.
Well, you guys know what today is, right?
Is it your birthday?
No. Although it's close to my half birthday.
Oh.
Do we do half birthdays on this pod?
Why not? Then it's tomorrow.
Always
my half
need a
birthday. Happy
thing to
birthday to me.
celebrate.
It's New Year's Eve, guys.
Oh my Lord.
So I know everybody's
I'm
get
gonna go
wild
hog
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. That really matches our question today about like resolutions.
Oh,
and things,
people are going to be
yeah.
making some bad choices.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah.
hope you make good choices. Be
Yes.
safe.
I do.
very
I'm
safe.
I'm definitely over like getting wasted on New Year's Eve because starting the year hungover is so bleak.
Oh my God. Starting any day hungover. Oh
Yeah.
my
Jackson
God.
and I are going to be making vision boards probably tomorrow or the next day. That's our beginning of the year routine.
Tradition. Mhm.
I like a vision board. That's a
Yeah,
good idea.
we have a stack of magazines that we collect for last month, and we both have a piece of big white paper. We individually cut out our things, and then we tape it, and then we tell each other what our hopes are for the next year.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
it's our
want
one
in.
hippy dippy thing we do.
That's really
'Cause
good.
Jax is not a sharer of feelings.
Yeah,
No.
and she's sort of anti-crystal healing.
Yeah, she's
but,
not into the woo woo.
She doesn't like to hug.
but vision
Yeah.
board.
A vision board, baby, and it,
Love it.
And at the end of the year, we do look at the old ones and go, "Oh, interesting." So
That's
this
cool.
it's our time to shine.
Yeah.
I love that.
Well, I hope you guys have a lovely New Year's Eve.
I hope that for both of you as well.
I usually get dim sum and I get a little fortune cookie. I like that.
Ooh,
So I'll let you know what it says.
yeah.
Please do.
I hate when it's a joke fortune. Like you'll have a good food in the meal you're having currently.
That's
Well, that's a bad
hilarious.
example, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Some of them say like an actual fortune, and some
Yeah.
are just like it's blue is a great color.
Yeah. But guys, if you want to see maybe Ginger in Nashville on April 6th, we'll be doing our a live Handsome show. And then in Austin on April 12th.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait. Never been to those cities.
Oh
These
man.
tickets are
gonna be good.
going fast.
Yeah, let's sell them out.
Yeah. And then, as always, feel free to get my album, Hello Again. It's the audio version of my latest special.
My special, Crushing It, is streaming on Netflix. Please watch it. If you haven't, tell your friends. And I'm on tour. I'm in a bunch of clubs the next couple months around California. And then a big theater tour starting April 1st, where I'm coming to a bunch of cities. So go to fortunefeimster.com to see where I'm coming.
And if this episode has got you thinking about addictive tendencies, you could watch Feel Good on Netflix. It's a comedy drama that I made about addictive behaviors, kind of.
Love
so
it.
if you're hungover, just put that on.
Yeah. Have a great New Year's Eve. Make some resolutions.
Stick
or
to them.
don't, or
Yeah.
don't. And
Yeah.
thank
Or
you
don't,
for
yeah.
all the support this year for the pod.
Mhm.
We're heading into next year feeling energized, full of vigor, pumped to do more cool stuff with you too.
Yeah. What an awesome year it's been doing Handsome with you guys.
Really great. And until next time, guys. I mean, shall we?
Keep
it handsome.
handsome.
This is a headgum
Video.